Let's talk about the B-2 Spirit bomber, one of the most mind-blowing machines ever built. This isn't just another aircraft, it's a symbol of cutting-edge technology, ambition, and the relentless pursuit of the impossible. When you see it up close, you realize you're looking at something that changed the course of aviation history. It looks like a sci-fi phantom, a dark boomerang gliding silently overhead. Its presence is almost otherworldly, as if it slipped out of a futuristic movie and into our skies. The B-2's sleek, mysterious silhouette is instantly recognizable, and it commands attention wherever it goes. But this is no fantasy. The B-2 is real, and it's a marvel of engineering. Every bolt, every panel, every system is the result of years of innovation and problem-solving. It's a testament to what happens when brilliant minds are given the freedom to dream big and push boundaries. Its mission? To go anywhere, undetected, and deliver its payload with pinpoint accuracy. Whether it's flying over hostile territory or slipping past the world's most advanced defenses, the B-2 is built to succeed where others can't. It's a silent guardian, always ready, always prepared. The B-2 is the king of stealth, designed to be nearly invisible to radar. Its ability to slip through enemy defenses is legendary, making it one of the most feared and respected aircraft in the world. Its unique shape and special coatings absorb and deflect radar waves, making it appear as a blip, or not at all on enemy screens. This isn't just clever design, it's a revolution in how we think about air combat and defense. Every curve, every material, every detail is an answer to a complex problem: how to make a giant bomber disappear. The B-2's design is a masterclass in solving the unsolvable, blending art and science in perfect harmony. The B-2's story is about breaking the rules and inventing new ones. It's about daring to imagine what others thought was impossible and then making it real through sheer determination and ingenuity. To understand how this ghostly plane came to be, we need to go back to the roots of its radical design. The B-2 didn't appear out of nowhere, it's the result of decades of experimentation, setbacks, and breakthroughs in aviation. Let's meet the visionary who first dreamed of a flying wing. Jack Northrop was a pioneer, a man who saw the future of flight long before anyone else dared to imagine it. His ideas laid the foundation for everything the B-2 would become. And see how that dream became one of the greatest engineering feats of our time. The B-2 Spirit isn't just a plane, it's a legacy, a triumph of vision, and a reminder that sometimes the wildest dreams really can take flight. The B-2's roots stretch back nearly a century to the remarkable mind of Jack Northrop, a visionary engineer and pioneer who became obsessed with a radical idea: the flying wing. Northrop wasn't just another aircraft designer, he was a dreamer who saw possibilities where others saw limitations. In the 1920s and 30s, as aviation was still finding its wings, Northrop believed that traditional planes wasted precious energy with their bulky tails and long fuselages. He saw these as unnecessary drag, slowing down progress and holding back the future of flight. He imagined something entirely new, a single, seamless, streamlined wing that could slice through the air with minimal resistance. This flying wing would be faster, more efficient, and unlike anything the world had ever seen. It was a vision that challenged the very fundamentals of aircraft design. Northrop poured his energy into building prototypes like the stubby N1M and the futuristic jet-powered YB-49. These aircraft were decades ahead of their time, pushing the boundaries of what was thought possible in aviation. The flying wings were fast, with impressive range and performance, but there was a catch. They were notoriously unstable and incredibly difficult to control, especially with the technology of the era. Without the aid of modern computers or advanced flight controls, pilots had to wrestle with the controls just to keep these radical machines steady in the air. Every flight was a test of skill and nerve. The world simply wasn't ready. The technology lagged behind the vision, and eventually, the flying wing projects were scrapped, their promise left unfulfilled. Northrop lived to see his dream fade. He died in 1981, believing that his boldest idea had failed and that the world might never embrace the flying wing. But fate had one last surprise. Just before his death, Northrop was quietly shown a secret model, a classified glimpse of the future B-2 bomber, built on the very principles he had championed. In that moment, Northrop realized his vision would finally take flight. The dream he had carried for decades was about to become reality. The flying wing was about to be reborn, not as a failed experiment, but as the ultimate stealth machine, a technological marvel that would change the face of warfare. Northrop's dream would not only be vindicated, it would change aviation forever. inspiring generations of engineers and designers to think beyond the conventional. The B-2 story is as much about relentless persistence as it is about groundbreaking innovation. It's a testament to the power of holding on to a vision, even when the world isn't ready. Sometimes the world just needs time to catch up to a truly revolutionary idea. Progress can be slow, but the best ideas never really die. They wait for their moment. The flying wing was waiting in the shadows, patient and persistent, for the right moment to emerge. And that moment finally arrived in the heat of the Cold War, when the need for stealth and innovation became more urgent than ever before. The B-2 would become the answer to a new kind of threat, a weapon designed not just to fly, but to disappear. The ghostly silhouette of the flying wing was finally ready to rise, silent and unseen, and this time, it would haunt the skies, not as a forgotten experiment, but as a legend born from one man's unwavering vision. By the late 1970s, as Cold War tensions reached a fever pitch, the United States faced a daunting challenge. The world's most advanced air defenses were growing stronger every year, and the military needed a bomber that could slip past them undetected, striking deep into enemy territory without warning. Old bombers like the B-52, once the backbone of American air power, were now easy targets for sophisticated radar systems and surface-to-air missiles. Their massive size and conventional shapes made them visible from miles away. The Air Force needed something radically different, a ghost in the sky. They needed an aircraft that was, for all practical purposes, invisible to enemy eyes and radar. Engineers turned to the past for inspiration and realized that the flying wing's smooth, tailless shape was naturally stealthy. Its design scattered radar waves, making it far harder to detect than traditional aircraft. Thus, the Advanced Technology Bomber project was born, shrouded in secrecy and hidden from public view. But the biggest challenge wasn't just making it invisible, it was making it fly. The flying wing was notoriously unstable. Fortunately, a new era of computing had arrived. Now, computers could do what pilots never could, constantly monitor and adjust the aircraft's flight, correcting for instability in real time. The B-2's revolutionary fly-by-wire system made thousands of tiny adjustments every second, keeping the unstable wing perfectly balanced and controllable even in the most demanding conditions. For the first time, Northrop's bold vision of a true stealth bomber was within reach. Years of research and innovation were finally paying off. The digital revolution transformed a wild, almost impossible idea into a real, flyable ghost. Advanced computer modeling allowed engineers to perfect every curve and angle before a single part was built. Piece by piece, the B-2 began to take shape in secret factories, blending the dreams of past visionaries with the cutting-edge technology of the future. The age of stealth was about to begin, forever changing the balance of power in the skies. Soon, the world would never see it coming. The B-2 would become a legend, an invisible force, undetectable and unstoppable. The Ghost was ready for its mission, and history was about to be rewritten. Building the B-2 meant starting from scratch, digitally. Engineers used computer-aided design to sculpt every curve and angle for stealth. The B-2's shape is a radar-evading masterpiece. No flat surfaces, no sharp corners, just flowing lines and sawtooth edges. Even the engines are hidden deep inside the wing, shielded from radar and heat sensors. Every detail is there for a reason, stealth and efficiency. The digital design allowed for microscopic tolerances. Even a paper-thin gap could betray the plane's position. The result? A seamless, organic shape that's both invisible and incredibly aerodynamic. The B-2 can fly over 6,000 nautical miles without refueling. It's a perfect fusion of form and function. The need for stealth created a new kind of beauty. The B-2 is as much a work of art as it is a weapon. You can't build a ghost out of metal alone. The B-2's skin is made from carbon graphite composites, stronger than steel, lighter than aluminum, and able to absorb radar. These advanced materials turn radar energy into harmless heat, making the B-2 nearly invisible. Manufacturing is painstaking. Carbon fiber sheets are molded, pressed, and baked into perfect shapes. Even a speck of dust can ruin a part. High-stress areas use titanium, tough, heat-resistant, but hard to work with. The B-2's secret is this blend of composites and metals. It's strong, light, and fundamentally stealthy. Material science is the real magic behind the Ghost. The B-2's skin is its first line of defense, and it's unlike anything else in the sky. Assembling the B-2 is a feat of precision, more like watchmaking than airplane building. Every panel must fit perfectly. Even a tiny flaw can ruin its stealth. No exposed rivets, no sharp edges, just smooth, seamless surfaces. After assembly, the B-2 gets its most critical layer radar-absorbent coatings. This isn't just paint, it's a multi-layered, top-secret formula that soaks up radar across different frequencies. Applying it is a delicate, robotic process. The coating is so sensitive that even a bug splat can require repairs. B-2s live in climate-controlled hangars to protect their skin. For every hour in the air, the B-2 needs over 50 hours of maintenance. Stealth is high maintenance, but it's what makes the B-2 a true ghost. Every detail, from assembly to touch-up, is about staying invisible. The B-2's perfection is its protection, and that perfection is hard-won. Hiding the B-2's engines was a stealth challenge of its own. 4 powerful engines are buried inside the wing, with S-shaped intakes on top to hide the fan blades from radar. Radar-absorbent materials line the ducts, bouncing signals away. The exhaust is cooled and mixed with outside air, making the B-2 nearly invisible to heat-seeking sensors. The wing itself shields the hot exhaust from below. Even the noise is muffled. The B-2 is eerily quiet for its size. Everything works together: shape, placement, and materials. The result? A bomber that's hard to see, hard to hear, and hard to catch. The B-2 is a true ghost, even to the most advanced sensors. Inside, the B-2 is a high-tech command center for just 2 pilots. Glass displays replace old dials, giving instant access to navigation, weapons, and systems. The pilots manage the mission while computers handle the flying. Long flights mean comfort matters. There's a cot, a toilet, and a spot for hot meals. The fly-by-wire system keeps the unstable plane steady, filtering every control input. Navigation is ultra-precise, using GPS and inertial systems that don't give away the plane's position. The B-2 is a self-contained bubble of technology, built for autonomy and stealth. It's the ultimate office in the sky, quiet, focused, and invisible. When all the pieces come together, you get the B-2 Spirit, a true masterpiece. Each B-2 is tested relentlessly before joining the Air Force, especially for stealth. Its weapons bay is designed for quick, stealthy strikes. Doors open and close in seconds. The B-2 set a new standard for aviation, influencing everything from the F-22 to the B-21. Its technology pushed the entire industry forward. More than a weapon, the B-2 is a symbol of human ingenuity and the power of radical ideas. It's Jack Northrop's dream, finally realized. The B-2 is a flying monument to innovation built with precision and vision. Sometimes the wildest ideas change the world. The ghost of the sky will inspire for generations to come.